That's hit deep into left, and that's out of here. Safe. Welcome everyone, it's another baseball game here on JCTV Sports. Matt Keeney here with you alongside Cody Ross with today's call. How you doing today, Cody?
I'm doing pretty good. It's just a beautiful day for a game today. It's just a little bit windy out, but
yeah, we do have a steady breeze blowing in. The Vikings overall on the season are 30-7, and today they welcome St. Louis Community College to town, and the Archers of St. Louis Community College are 20-16 overall on the year. We're just about ready to get underway here. The leadoff hitter for the Archers is James Sharp, the shortstop, who looks at a low ball one from Tyler Thompson, the pitcher today for Jeffco. That one grounded foul down the third base line. We are at 1-1. Vikings are 12-2 in Region 16 play and a perfect 8-0 in MCCAC conference play. Taking low, 2 balls and 1 strike on Sharp. Swing and a miss from Sharp, 2-2.
was a good pitch there. It was a fastball sinking. You just swung over the top of it.
And called out on strikes. Thompson gets the first out of the game for the Vikings.
That was a pitcher's pitch right there. Even if he tries to swing at it, he'll either swing and miss it or tap it foul. It was just a good pitch down low and just a tough pitch.
Yeah, perfect location there from Thompson, and this brings in Kobe Chaddock, the center fielder, who takes low and inside, ball one. Another excellent season for the Vikings as of the latest poll, national poll on April 11th. Jefferson College ranked 6th in the nation. And now it's 2 balls and no strikes to Chaddock. Grounded to short. And that is the second out. Brett Wiley made the play out there for Jeffco.
Yeah, Brett Wiley, the sophomore shortstop from Huntington, Indiana. He's 6 foot and weighs 180.
And he got the Vikings second out. Here's Mike Earhart, and he's hit by the pitch. He will be the first base runner for the Archers. So with 2 outs and a runner on first, that will bring in the cleanup hitter, Matt Weiss, the first baseman for St. Louis. Thompson, 7-0 on the year, having a great season. He owns a 1.99 ERA at the start of play. That one is ripped on the ground, 2 seconds, it's handled, and that will do it. 1 runner left on for the Archers, and the Vikings come to the plate in just a second on JCTV. Bottom of the first, center fielder Tyler Hibbert will lead things off for Jefferson. Then it's Brendan Neal, the right fielder, and Brett Wiley, the shortstop, hitting third today. Andrew Wright will be the pitcher for St. Louis. And Hibbert rips this into right field. And over the head of the right fielder, Hibbert rounding first, rounding second. And he will try for 3. And he is in there safely with a leadoff triple for Jeffco.
Oh, see, didn't waste any time there. Right on the first pitch, he just ripped it right over the right fielder's head. Now you can tell why he is an All-American center fielder.
Here is Neal. No outs and a runner on third. a quick start for the Vikings. Yeah, Hibbert, the sophomore from Unionville, over at third, and then here we have Neal. He is from Festus, one of the local players here on the squad. And it's a 1-0 count now.
Neal's hitting .337 on the season, and he is the home run leader so far for the Vikings.
And this is high in the air to left. The catch is made. Tagging is Hibbert. And Hibbert crosses the plate. Vikings on top, 1-0 after the sac fly from Brendan Neal.
In that situation, you didn't need to put one over the fence. Didn't even need a hit in that situation. All you need is just a deep fly ball, and Hibbert, with this speed, scores very easily from third base.
And you're absolutely right, and Neal got the job done there. So the Vikings are on top here with 1 out, and Wiley, the shortstop, stands in. Oh and 1.
That was Neal picking up his 24th RBI on the year.
Downstairs, ball 1.
Wiley's hitting .392 this season with 4 home runs and 34 runs batted in.
And he'll slice that foul out of play. So 1 ball and 2 strikes on Wiley. The sophomore from Huntington, Indiana's back in there. And foul back. Here comes a 1-2 from right. Another sharp liner foul. A couple of the St. Louis players ducked out of the way of that one.
Yeah, he hit that one. He hit that one really hard.
We'll do it again. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And right is ready. Just inside. So 2-2.
That one did just miss inside, but on a 2-strike pitch, that could be a little bit too close for comfort.
That'll make it a full count. Vikings already on top 1-0 after the triple from Hibbert and the sac fly from Neal. Now it's the third place hitter Wiley on a full count, and he rips this into right field, and there's a hit. So Wiley is on with a single.
See, he left another fastball. Looked like it was down and in. That's the sweet spot for a left-handed batter. Right now, the pitcher for St. Louis Community College isn't fooling anybody right now.
And with Wiley on first, here is Fred Ford, the cleanup hitter, the first baseman. He'll throw over. And Wiley back in safely. So it's 1-0. We have a couple more chances for you to catch the Vikings here at the baseball field on the Hillsborough campus. Thursday the 19th, Three Rivers will be here inside, ball 2. Saturday, April 21st, it's Crowder. And both of those, the Three Rivers game on the 19th and Crowder, both 1 p.m. doubleheader starts. And then we'll close things out on Sunday the 22nd, as Wiley's back in safely. North Central is here for a noon doubleheader start on the 22nd. So if you're free any of those days, come on out and watch the Vikings. They're having a great season, as that one is pulled to third. The runner was off, and he advances, so that is the second out. But On the hit and run, Wiley gets over to second.
It's actually a nice play by the third baseman over there to take away a base hit from Fred Ford there.
Yeah, it was a hit hard, and he gobbled that one up to at least get the second out, and now with a runner on second, it's 2 outs for Danny Murphy, the DH. But Cody, you talked to Sam Carroll a while back. We needed a news story on the team for the TV class, and you know, as he said in that story, a couple of Vikings have a chance to go fairly high in this year's Major League Baseball draft. So come out and catch a couple of those games. Who knows? You might see the next major leaguer right here at Hillsboro, as we've had a few. Everyone knows about Mark Burley, of course, who's now with the Miami Marlins. And now it's a 2-0 count, on Murphy. Called strike. So it's 2-1.
And if memory serves me correctly, ex-Cardinals first baseman Albert Pujols actually hit a home run off of Burley here.
I've heard that story. That is what, yeah, some people tell that. And Pujols was here with Maple Woods, the community college out of Kansas City area. So that would have been a nice matchup to see back then, to say you saw that one.
Yeah, it was hit so hard that it almost took out the field house.
And now it's 3-1. And of course, we all know David Freese, World Series MVP, attended what was then St. Louis Community College at Merrimack. So you never know who you might see at some of these games who could move on to the next level. And there's a walk. So Murphy is on first. And now it's Kyle Leslie.
That last pitch, I was beginning to wonder where that one was at. That one looked pretty good.
So still 2 outs. Wiley on second, Murphy on first. And the left fielder, Leslie, is just about ready. Ball 1 in the dirt.
So far this season, Kyle Leslie's hitting .299, just a shade under 300 this year.
Low again, 2-0.
Got 19 RBIs and 1 home run this year.
And Leslie, one of the local players from Arnold. He went to Seckman. Looks at strike 1. 2-1. Two hits in the inning, a walk. That one low and inside, so Leslie ahead in the count here, 3 balls and 1 strike.
Right now, I like the Vikings, what they are doing here. They're just being patient right now at the plate, not swinging at anything out of the strike zone early.
Yeah, you're right. They've worked counts. That one will catch the plate low, 3-2 now.
One of my most favorite plays in baseball, a partial merry-go-round.
2 outs, full count. You're right, they will be off. And there they go, and tapped foul. We will do it again. So a leadoff triple from Tyler Hibbert. He scored on the sac fly from Brendan Neal. Brett Wiley singled. He advanced on the fielder's choice when Ford grounded out, and then Murphy walked. And now 3-2 with 2 outs for Leslie. And Leslie high in the air to left. At the track, the catch is made, but the Vikings do score 1 on 2 hits and lead this one 1-0 on JCTV. Thompson back out there for his second inning of work. Top of the second. Alex Stoll, the catcher, begins the inning. Then it's Dalton Bray, the DH, and Dylan Rowe, the left fielder. Nice grab by the third baseman. And the first out. So Sage Boehner made a nice grab over there, and one down for Bray, Dalton Bray.
It was just a nice play by Boehner over there at third base.
Nice pitch there, catching the corner, 0-1.
Just painting that outside corner. That's what you're supposed to do if you want to be successful, especially if you want to move on to the big leagues.
0-2.
Another good pitch.
Yeah, bottom dropped out of that one. Low there for ball one.
Getting back to painting the corners, you need to be successful at any level because at any level, if you leave it right down the middle of the plate, they will get you for it.
Yeah, no question. Especially get to this college level, and a strikeout, the second for Thompson. Yeah, you got to have your location working to be successful. Dylan Rowe, the left fielder. Strike one. Seeing some nice movement from Thompson on some of his pitches. Low, ball one. 1-1 to Rowe. Two and one. Rowe is from the St. Louis area, went to CBC, and now he has worked the count back to 3-1 in his favor. Now it's a full count. Swing and a miss. The third K for Thompson. Second of the inning. And we will go to the bottom of the second on JCTV. Ian Fegge, the Vikings catcher, will begin the bottom of the second. Then it's Sage Boehner, the third baseman, and Brett Peel, the second baseman.
Bottom of the order.
Vikings on top, 1-0. Had 2 hits in the top of the first, or bottom of the first, sorry. Hibbert scored their only run. And here comes the 1-0. Popped high, out of play.
Fegge is hitting .288 on the year. He's got 2 home runs and 9 RBIs so far.
He's a sophomore from Eureka. Went to Longview, or a transfer from Longview Community College. And now it's 2-1. Fegge lifts that 2-1 high and foul. So now we're even at 2-2. Fegge, a grounder, out to short. Took a bit of a hop, and they got him just by a step. Took a bad hop. Nice play by the shortstop there. Sharp to recover on that one. And that brings in Boehner.
.295 hitter this year. He's got 1 home run and 13 runs batted in.
looks at ball one low. Boehner, a sophomore from Arnold, attended Fox High School. And now it's 2-0 after that one a bit high. I'll say missed again. So 3-0 on Boehner.
Looked like that one was a pretty good pitch too.
Yeah, it wouldn't have shocked me if that would have been called a strike, but Boehner now ahead in the count. He'll probably be taking all the way here, and he is, and there's a walk. So Boehner on first, Brett Peel comes in. Peel's a freshman. He's from St. Peter's and Francis Howell High School. Archers talking things over on the mound. Ump will head out there to break it up. So 1 out, runner on first.
For Peel, he's batting .305. He doesn't have any home runs, but he has 6 RBIs this year.
So the pitcher right is ready. Peel shows bunt, pulls it back. There goes the runner. And he is out. Nice throw there. Nice throw to gun down Boehner, trying to steal from Stoll, the catcher.
It looked like that Boehner didn't get a very good jump off of first base.
And so now 2 outs. Missed inside, 2-0 here on Peel. There's a called strike. 2-1. This one is high in the air, out to center. And that's the 3rd out. Catch made by Kobe Chaddock out there. We will go to the top of the 3rd. Vikings on top, 1-0. Here's Drew Moran, the 3rd baseman. He will begin the Archers' half of the 3rd. He'll take ball 1 low.
So far, Tyler Thompson looks pretty sharp today. Only allowed 1 base runner.
That one off of the glove of the 3rd baseman. The runner will reach. Moran is on. So it took an odd hop out there on Boehner.
Yeah,
ricocheted over to the shortstop, but by then, runner was going to be safe anyway.
Yeah. They did give him an error on that.
And so Jacob Rhodes now, after the throw over to first, the 2nd baseman. Another throw over. He's back. Rhodes is from St. Peter's and Francis Howell High. And another throw. So here's the first to Rhodes, which is inside. That catches the inside half, so 1-1. Moran is the second base runner for St. Louis. Earhart reached in the first after being hit by the pitch, and other than that, not too much action on the bases so far for the Archers. That's inside, 2-1. Popped high, shallow center, one down. So Wiley found it. The wind might have played a little bit of tricks on that one. Back to the top of the order for James Sharp, the shortstop.
The wind really isn't much of a factor yet. Might be later on today.
That one was outside and low, ball one. Foul ball there. Sharp, he's the shortstop. He's 0 for 1. Struck out looking in the first. And now he's at a 1-1 count with one out. They will throw back to first again to check on Moran. Two balls and one strike after the low pitch. There goes the runner, swing and a miss, high throw, and Moran is in there safely. So now it's 2-2 with Moran on second. Faggy trotted out to talk to Thompson, and now he's coming back. So we'll see how they handle Sharp with the 2-2 count. He just got a piece of that.
Got that green pole just to the right of me.
Can definitely flinch back here sometimes, even though we have the screen in front of us. The 2-2. Tapped foul.
Something weird actually happened there. He fouled it off and it got the bat again.
And we will do it yet again, the 2-2. As Thompson looks in. He's set. That one skips in the dirt, so a full count on Sharp. Moran at second after reaching on the air and stealing a base. And we still have only one out. Got him. Great location there from Thompson to get Sharp looking for the second time today. And now it's Kobe Chaddick, 0 for 1, grounded out in the first.
Pretty good pitch there, but it looked like Sharp thought he had ball 4, but may have caught the corner.
Yeah, he was trotting down the line and looked a little disappointed when the ump made the call, but it's big out there for Jeffco. Now 2 outs with the runner on second.
Yeah, but on a full count, though, I mean, if it's close, you got to be swinging at it.
Yeah, no question. You can't just take that. So it's 1-0 here on Chaddick. A bit low, 2 balls and no strikes.
That one looked like a good one. There's some of those borderline pitches that have not been called for either side today.
Ump calls time. Now the center fielder, Chaddick. There's a strike call. 2 balls. And 1 strike there on Chaddick. That one's low. So 3-1. Drew Moran still out there at second with a nice lead. And the 3-1 from Thompson, swung on and missed. Full count now.
Good pitch down and in. The only thing he could have done with that was, even if he does hit it hard, this is probably going to be a hard foul ball somewhere.
It's still 3-2 after the foul tip. 2 outs here. Runner on second for the Archers. Thompson pitching very well so far. He's hit a batter. There was an error. Those are the only 2 base runners so far. And he has 4 strikeouts. Tap foul down the first base line. Beautiful baseball weather today. Might have some rain moving in within the next few days, but today is just gorgeous as that one is fouled as well. So it's still a full count on Chaddick.
Give him credit. He's fighting with Thompson here.
Tap to third. And a nice throw and catch there from the Vikings. Boehner over to Ford, and no runs cross the plate. It's still 1-0 Jeffco on top. It's Hibbert, the sophomore from Unionville, Missouri. He's 1 for 1. He had that triple in the first. He scored the Vikings' only run. Shows bunt, pulls it back. 1 ball and no strikes. One and one.
This has been a good game so far through the first 2.5 innings.
Yeah, we've seen some great pitching from the Vikings. This one's popped very high in the air, left side. Catch is made, so 1 down. Brendan Neal, who had a sac fly in the first and an RBI. He's the right fielder. Neal looks at strike 1. So Andrew Wright, the pitcher for St. Louis, had a little trouble in the first, but he's settled down since then. Now it's 1-1. That one was low outside. The inside pitch brushes Neal back, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Now it's 3-1 on Neal.
Now the wind really is starting to pick up now.
Yeah, we got papers blowing around out here. Neal swinging at the 3-1, full count.
A pretty good rip there. He just did get a piece of it, but not enough of it.
One down, and here comes the 3-2 to Brendan Neal. High in the air, and that will get out of play.
One time watching a St. Louis Cardinals commercial, it had Fred Bird trying to steal second, but Molina caught him. He actually tried to pick up the base and tried to run off with it.
3-2 again. That one is low. Neal is on with a walk. That is the third walk this afternoon for Wright. And that brings Brett Wiley to the plate. He's 1 for 1 with a single. And he rips that into right field. That will get down. Neal thought about maybe going to third. He did round second. He's back there, though. So runners at first and second with 1 out for Fred Ford.
Just ripped that hard right over the second baseman's head, right in the right field for a hit. But it's a good play by the right fielder just to stop Neal from going to third.
Yeah, no question. And here's Ford. He's 0 for 1. Misses that, so no balls and 1 strike.
Last time up, he hit a screamer to third, but it was a good play by the third baseman to rob him of a hit.
One and one, a little bit high. And that one fouled back, so now Wright is ahead in the count, 1-2 on Ford. Neal on second, Wiley on first, 1 down. Good eye there from Ford. 2-2.
Outfielder's not taking his power for granted. They're playing him pretty deep.
Yeah, the left fielder is on the track right by the fence. The right fielder's not right about the same distance back there. That one is tapped foul, so 2-2 yet again.
Baseball.
So still 2-2 after Ford fouls that back. High over the backstop. Another foul ball from Fred Ford. So he's putting in a good at-bat here with 2 on and 1 out. Ford, a grounder past the third baseman. Brendan Neal rounding and will score. The Vikings lead it 2-0.
Looked like the same identical spot where he was robbed the first time, only except that this time the third baseman was cheating in toward the left field line a little bit.
And yeah, he could not get there, so Ford on first, and now Wiley is on second. Still only 1 out for Danny Murphy, who walked in the first.
For Ford, that was his 40th run batted in.
That one out of play. Bounced back here in the parking lot. So it's 0-2 here on Murphy. Murphy, this one high in the air, and that will get into the bullpen and out of play. So the inning began with a foul out from Hibbert, but then 3 straight Vikings have reached. One of those scored, that was Neal, who walked and then was driven in by Fred Ford. Low and outside, so 1-2 on Murphy.
Looks like they're playing him to hit the other way. The outfield is playing him to hit out the other way, so there's a huge gap in right center.
And they will look back. The runner at second, he's back in there. Wiley. One gone, 1-2. The runners are going. Here comes the throw to third, and he's in there safely. Gets away. And Wiley will come home for the Vikings' 3rd run.
Boy, that was a much better throw. He would have been out at third.
And also advancing on the play to third is Ford. So runner at third, still only 1 out, and a 2-2 count to Danny Murphy. Murphy high in the air to right. Back, and it's gone. So with 2 strikes, Danny Murphy comes through with a 2-run home run. Vikings lead at 5-0.
He didn't care if it was a home run. He was running all the way around the bases.
Right off the bat, you knew. I really didn't see where that one ended up landing out there.
It probably ended up close to the softball field over there. He hit that one pretty hard. It was a fastball right down the middle.
On the first pitch swinging, it's popped high. The shortstop calls for it and has it. And 2 down, Kyle Leslie is retired.
Then again, on an 0-2 pitch, that was a fastball right down the middle of the plate. Did not fool Danny Murphy at all. And he just cranked it over the right field wall.
Yeah, Murphy made him pay. And the inning continues now with Ian Fegge, the catcher. So 2 outs.
Danny Murphy, that was his 6th home run, RBIs, 29 and 30.
A bouncer to third. And nice dig from the first baseman, but the Vikings add 4 more. We see a home run from Danny Murphy, and Jeffco leads at 5-0. Mike Earhart will begin the top of the 4th inning. He reached after being hit by the pitch in the first, and he looks at a strike.
Much bigger cushion for Thompson to work with now.
And Thompson gets another called strike, so he is off to a good start, 0-2.
So far, he has not allowed a hit. 2 base runners, like you said, have reached, but 1 has reached on an error and 1 by a hit by pitch.
And they're going to have to throw down to get him. And they do. Fegge chased it down and made the throw. 5th K for Thompson.
For those of you keeping score at home, that's a strikeout, 2-3. Just
That
a little. Just a little tip for the viewers at home if you were keeping score at home.
They probably do it better than I can. My sheet, all kinds of scribbles all over this thing. It's now 1-0 on Matt Weiss. 2 balls and no strikes.
That looked like a pretty good one. Another borderline pitch that's not called.
Weiss is 0 for 1. He grounded out last time up. But he's ahead here 3-0. That one catches the plate, so 3-1. Foul, out of play. Might have hit a car.
Yeah, someone.
Sounded like it.
Yeah, it did. I think it did hit a car. Either that or the soccer goalpost, one of them.
So it's a full count, and he got him. Strikeout number 6 for Tyler Thompson. And that's the 3rd one looking.
But just in case if it did hit a car, someone better be over there checking for a dent.
Someone's insurance company might be getting a call today. Alex Stoll now with 2 down, the catcher who's 0 for 1. Takes that one low, ball 1.
I'm pretty sure Farmers Insurance Company covers that.
Now we're even at 1 apiece. A little low and outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. Stoll grounded to 3rd in the 2nd inning. He's 0 for 1. We have 2 outs here and the 2-1. Now it's 3-1. And there's a walk. So with 2 outs, Stoll will be on first. That's Thompson's first walk. And it brings in Dalton Bray, the DH. 0 for 1 with a strikeout. And he rips that to short. They'll get the tag play at 2nd, and that will do it. Vikings on top by 5 on JCTV. We're in the bottom of the 4th. Sage Boehner. He stands in. He walked, was caught stealing in the 2nd. Rip that down the first baseline foul.
Nice play down there.
Yeah, now he's bowing. Oh, 1. That's strike 2 now. So Wright gets ahead 0-2 on Boehner. Boehner stays alive.
Vikings team does a very good job of making contact on some really tough pitches to hit. They're a group that doesn't strike out a whole lot.
That one downstairs and a bit outside, 1-2.
1-2.
Yeah, you're right, Cody. We haven't seen a strikeout yet today for the Vikings, as this one is high in the air, deep center. The catch is made out there right near the track. A long fly ball out from Boehner.
None of the Vikings still haven't struck out.
Yeah. Seen some fly ball outs, a couple of grounders, but you're right, no strikeouts thus far. They've done a great job of working counts today, and fouling off pitches when they've needed to stay alive. Brett Peel now, who had a fly ball out to center. He's 0 for 1. Catches the corner there. So no balls and 1 strike. At the knees for strike 2. Fouls that off. Into the trees.
It was a good job by Peel there to stay alive. That was a real tough pitch.
Yeah, had some downward motion on that one. So Peel is ready for the 0-2. Inside. And low. So 1-2 on Brett Peel, the second baseman. Goes down to get that, and again, stays live, fouls it out of play. Peel, a grounder. Nice sliding play by the shortstop, and they get him by a step or two out at first. That's the second out.
Just got him by a step. The shortstop had to be very quick with that.
Yeah, it was a nice play. Nice play from James Sharp. And with 2 down, back to the top of the lineup, Tyler Hibbert. 1 for 2, triple and a run scored. Here comes the 0-1. Hibbert holds off and evens the count to 1-1. Now he's behind 1-2. Lays off the low pitch. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Tyler Hibbert. Now full count with 2 outs. Vikings have scored 5 on 4 hits. They did commit an error. And called out on strikes, Hibbert, and that will do it. We will head to the 5th on JCTV. It's the top of the 5th, and Dylan Rowe, the left fielder for St. Louis Community College. Rowe is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. That one's in the dirt, ball 1. Tyler Thompson back out for Jeffco, pitching a great one so far. But he gets behind here 2-0.
Thompson has done a good job. He's been keeping all these hitters off balance today.
That hit him. Second hit by pitch by Thompson. So Rowe is on. Drew Moran steps to the plate. They'll look the runner back.
At this point of the game, I wouldn't worry about the runner. It's just 1 run. That run really doesn't mean anything.
There's a strike from Thompson. And really, if Thompson keeps pitching like he has been, then that runner will likely be stranded out there anyway. So he just needs to make his pitches here. He's ahead to Moran, 0-1. There is nobody out. Popped high, and that's going to get out of play. So 0-2. Moran reached on an error in the 3rd, and he stole a base. So he's been one of those 3 base runners so far for St. Louis. I guess 4. There was a walk as well.
was a good idea by Thompson there. Try to paint that corner again. Try to get him to chase, but the batter did not bite on it.
No, he just missed. It's 1-2.
Ooh.
And a nice one there, called ball 2. So 2-2 now. Rowe is on first after being hit by the pitch. And here is Moran. And the 2-2 is on its way, and he got him.
It's now 7 strikeouts for Thompson.
Yeah, we will take that. Jacob Rhodes, who's 0 for 1, stands in. And he will send that in the air. It will be out of play and finds the grass in foul territory. The 0-1 to Rhodes, 0-2.
Looked like a pretty good cut, but it was once again it was another good pitch from Thompson. It was down, and the only thing he could have did was swing right through it or foul it off.
Yeah, Thompson's been throwing some nice low pitches there, and another strikeout. His 8th. And now it's 2 outs with a runner on for the leadoff hitter, James Sharp. And Sharp is 0 for 2 with 2 of those strikeouts. Nice movement there, good pitch, 0-1.
Good breaking ball there. It broke, big break on it.
Big cut, no balls and 2 strikes on Sharp. He held up, it was in the dirt. 1-2. There is 2 down now. Rowe still on first after being hit as the leadoff hitter in this inning. Then Thompson got the next 2 via strikeout. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes on James Sharp. I'll say it hit his foot. So 2 on after a couple of hit batters this inning. And Kobe Chaddick will be the hitter. He's 0 for 2, a couple of ground outs. One and 0 here on Chaddick. He is from Shawnee Mission, Kansas. 6'2", outfielder. There's a strike. He's a center fielder today. 1-1 now, I should say. He's 0 for 2 at the plate, as I just mentioned a while back.
Ooh, that one looked pretty good.
Yeah, but a bit downstairs looks to be, so Chaddick ahead, 2-1. Make that 3-1. Two on and 2 out. Here comes the 3-1 to Chaddick. And he will be on with a walk, and that will load them up. Mike Earhard will hit with the bases loaded. come out and talk with Thompson.
This is really the only time he's been in trouble all day.
And even in this situation, none of those runners reached on a hit. He still hasn't given up a hit. So 2 outs, bases are full. Mike Earhart, the left fielder, he has a strikeout. He was also hit by the pitch in the first. And he will hit this high in the air out to center. And that's a grand slam.
That's their first hit of the game, too.
Yeah. And it brings in 4 runs, and now it's a 5-4 game. Jeffco's still with the lead, but right back in this one are the Archers. Yep, the only hit, you're right, Cody, but what a huge one it was. And with 2 outs, it's Matt Weiss who's 0 for 2. One and 0, it's hit the first, a nice dig there by Ford, and he will race over and get the 3rd out. The Vikings do still have the lead, but the Archers come through with a grand slam from Mike Earhart. It's 5-4 Vikings.
We have ourselves a ball game again.
Brandon Neal, the right fielder, will begin the bottom of the 5th, and he goes around, strike 1. Neal has an RBI today on a sac fly in the first. He walked and scored in the 3rd.
Getting back to that grand slam, it was right on the very first pitch. He just didn't miss it. Tyler Thompson just left that one right over the middle.
Yeah, he needed to pitch strikes, and Earhart was sitting on the fastball with the bases loaded.
Now just like that, we have ourselves a game again.
Yeah, 1-run lead for the Vikings. The 1-2 now. And a strikeout. Neal down on strike swinging for the first out. And now it's Brett Wiley.
Now the difference in this game now is that Danny Murphy 2-run home run.
That one's over, catches at the knees for strike 1. A bit outside. Still Andrew Wright out there for St. Louis. And the 1-1 in at the knees, 1-2 now. This one is high in the air, right center. And the catch is made there from Kobe Chaddock, the center fielder.
That looked like that pitch was right down the middle. It looked like Wiley just got underneath it a little bit.
And that resulted in the 2nd out, and now it's Fred Ford, the first baseman. Ford's 1 for 2 with a single.
And now all of a sudden, it looked like the Viking bats have quieted down all of a sudden.
Yeah, and Wright maybe settling in a bit too. In the dirt there, so 1 ball and 1 strike on Ford. Ford has scored a run today. He scored on the 2-run shot from Danny Murphy in the 3rd. And he will send that on the ground, and it will get through. So Freddie Ford is on. 2nd time this afternoon. And here is Danny Murphy, who had that 2-run jack back in the 3rd inning. Maybe he can give us another one. There are 2 outs. And Murphy lines that into center for another hit.
What a day for Danny Murphy today.
Been on 3 times. That's his second hit. 2 for 2 with the walk. And here's Kyle Leslie. They'll check back Ford at second, and he's back safely.
That was close. But he did get back there.
Oh and 1 to Leslie now. Inside.
Just saw a little bit of debris blowing out there in center. Little piece of paper.
Yeah, the wind certainly has picked up since the first pitch. So here's the 1-1. And that one's low. So Leslie ahead, 2 balls and 1 strike with Fred Ford on second, Danny Murphy on first, and 2 outs.
So they're playing him straight away.
Another one low. 3-1. Grounded to short. They'll get the runner at second, and that will do it. So the Vikings strand a couple, but they do lead by 1, 5-4 on JCTV. Alex Stoll, the catcher. Fouls that off his foot. Stoll 0 for 1 with the walk. Thompson delivers downstairs. So 1 ball and 1 strike. They ask if he went. The first base ump says no, he did not. So 2 balls and 1 strike on Stoll. The 2-1 is hit hard in the air to center, but the catch is made. Hibbert brings it in for out number 1. Dalton Bray, the DH, who's 0 for 2. Bit upstairs and outside. 0-1 on Bray. Now it's 1-1. Two balls and 1 strike. And now ahead in the count, Bray is ahead 3-1.
This is a dangerous spot here.
Bray will walk. Third walk today for Tyler Thompson. Dylan Rowe now. Now it's 1-0. Rowe struck out in the second. He was hit by the pitch in the fifth and scored on the grand slam from Earhart. And he will send that through for a hit. Bray will stay at second, so it will be runners at first and second with one down for Drew Moran.
Feggy going back out there just to calm him down. Or is he just buying time? Here comes Sam Carroll, Coach Sam Carroll. I think we might see a pitching change here.
You're right, Cody, we will. So Thompson exits, still has the lead, but in some trouble now with one out and two runners on. So Travis Hayes takes over for Tyler Thompson.
It's 4-0. 4-0 with a 3.72 ERA. 19 in the third innings pitched this year.
And inside there, ball one to Moran, the third baseman.
He comes in inheriting a very tough spot here.
Yeah, one down, a one-run lead, and two on. And a nice one there from Hayes. And the 1-1 from Hayes. Just a bit inside. So Thompson pitched very well up until the fifth. Then he ran into some problems, hit a few batters, walked one, and gave up his first hit of the day, which was a grand slam. And that accounts for the 4 runs for St. Louis Community College.
And now Travis Hayes is trying to shut the door.
One more, Travis.
He's got a 2-2 count here to Drew Moran. That one just misses. Full count. Inside, so that will load him up. Jacob Rhodes will hit with the bases loaded and one out. He's 0 for 2. Popped out to short, struck out looking. Hayes gets a first pitch strike. And his curve is in there for a strike. It's 0-2. So Hayes gets ahead in the count.
Infielders are looking for that double play ball.
And Hayes gets a big strikeout there. And that's 2 outs.
He just made him look silly. Got him on 3 pitches.
And that's exactly what Jefferson needed. Now it's James Sharp, the shortstop, with 2 down and the bases loaded. Another first pitch strike on this at bat. Just missed outside. 1-1. Sharp has a couple of strikeouts looking today. He was hit by the pitch in the 5th. And another nice pitch from Travis Hayes. It's 1-2. He's ahead.
Now he's just 1 more strike away from getting out of this mess. The runners at second and third are Tyler Thompson's responsibility.
And Hayes got him. Tyler Hayes comes in and gets out of the bases loaded jam, and the Vikings hang on to the lead 5-4 here on JCTV. Ian Faggy, the catcher, will begin the bottom of the 6th for Jefferson. Maybe the Vikings can get a few insurance runs. Faggy, a grounder to third. Moran has it, 1 down. Well, what a top of the 6th that was. Cody, Tyler Thompson gets in a little bit of trouble. Bases are loaded. And then Travis Hayes comes in and shuts the door and retains that Vikings lead. And this is Boehner. He's up 1-0, and now it's 1-1. Boehner 0 for 1. He had a walk in the 2nd. Boehner looks at a low ball 3. He's ahead 3-1. Catches the outside. So full count on Sage Boehner. Boehner will be on with a walk. Brett Peel now, who's 0 for 2. And Peel sends that bunt foul. There's 1 out here. Boehner on first after the walk. They'll check the runner back. Boehner slides in and is safe. And Boehner's on as a result of Wright's 4th walk. A little outside there. Here's the 1-1 from Wright. There goes Boehner. It's popped into foul ground, and the play is made for the 2nd out. Matt Weiss tracked it down over there and fought the wind a bit and made the catch. And here's the leadoff hitter, Tyler Hibbert. Strike 1 at the knees. Another throw back to first, but Boehner's in. Low. So it's 1-1 on Tyler Hibbert. One ball and 2 strikes. And that's ball 2. So now we have a 2-2 count. There are 2 outs. Sage Boehner is on first. Vikings have 6 hits this afternoon. St. Louis has 2.
And again, only that there is one of them that is a big one, though.
Yeah, that full bagger, the grand slam from Earhart. Still a 2-2 count on Hibbert. Hibbert swings and a bouncer to the shortstop. And that's it. That's 3 outs. The Vikings will try to close this one out in the top of the 7th. They lead it by 1, 5-4. Top of the 7th. Kobe Chaddick will begin the inning for St. Louis Community College. Travis Hayes still out there for the Vikings, who took over for Tyler Thompson in the 6th. Had 2 huge strikeouts to end the bases loaded threat. And as a result, the Vikings still lead by 1. Popped up. Hayes calls for it and has it. 1 down.
That's a big out there because the one that hit the grand slam is coming to the plate.
Yeah, that's Mike Earhart, the left fielder. He was hit by the pitch in the 1st. He struck out in the 4th, and he hit that grand slam Cody just mentioned in the 5th to cut the lead of Jeffco to 1.
He took it the opposite way, too. It was in right center field.
And he's ahead 1-0. That, though, is a strike. A nice pitch there from Travis Hayes. 1 ball and 1 strike. That's popped up. And that will get out. 1-2. Strikeout. And now there are 2 down, so a big strikeout there from the 3rd place power hitter Earhart. And now with 2 down in the top of the 7th, Matt Weiss will stand in. And he rips this one to right. And that will fall in. It bounces off the wall. Hibbert slides in and grabs it. And Weiss is in there with a double. So St. Louis down to its last out, but staying alive after Matt Weiss drives that to the right center wall.
Not a good pitch there. It was right over the middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it. Now they have another chance to tie the game again.
Yeah, Alex Stoll will be the hitter, the catcher. 0 for 2 with a walk. Nice play there from Fegge to knock it down, make sure
You gotta give,
Weiss couldn't advance on that.
yeah, you got to give the Archers credit, though. They have fought back.
Absolutely. Thompson was dealing, and they came back to get that grand slam to make it only a 1-run lead, and now they are threatening to tie it with a runner on second. There are 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. And it's 2-0 on Stoll. Nice pitch there, strike 1. Two balls and 1 strike. Here it comes from Hayes. 2-2 now, as Hayes gets one on the outside. It's been an entertaining game here.
And a suspenseful one, I should say.
Definitely a couple of tense moments. And this one being one of those. It's tapped. Hayes over to first, and that will do it. The Vikings win it 5-4 over St. Louis Community College. Tyler Thompson will get the win, and the Vikings will improve to 31-7 overall on the year. Thanks so much for being with us, Cody Ross. Thanks a lot again.
It was my pleasure. It was just a beautiful day and a good win for the Vikings today.
And it was. And I'm Matt Keeney, and another win for the Vikings. We will see you next time. Take care.